Recording.
See that full moon? Ooh, almost full moon. Welcome. Hello there, YouTube. Well, it's finally riding season's kicking in. And it's first rides in the morning. That's for sure. Get up early and hit the work. Just think it ain't even 6 a.m. yet. What time do you get up and go riding in the morning? Get out early. Get to work 6 a.m. Get my day started. Like most of us. I love the sunrises this time of year. It's still a little chippy this morning here. Chilly. I'm at 51 degrees. It's not like it's a heat wave, that's for sure. But it's nice and cool and quiet in the mornings. If I was camping, I'd be sleeping in, that's for sure. So, it'll warm up quick today. It's supposed to be 80. Hey, summer's in full swing. So, let me think. Oh yeah, I got to be with my buddies on the YouTube last night doing one of their live streams. They invited me to do that. That was interesting. Some of the questions they come up with crack me up, but I guess people ask these questions, or some of them think they ask the questions. So it's definitely it's a fun chit chat thing. You know, there's a couple people answer questions, and I'm sitting there looking at it going, okay, they're asking questions. They were asking me questions, and I really wanted to answer them, but I didn't know how. And I didn't know how the thing worked because I'd never done it before. They didn't tell me prior to. I just got home from a 280-mile bike ride, and they asked me that morning if I would do it. So I really didn't have a whole lot of planning time for anything. It was just bam, there you go. So I went ahead and gave it my best shot there, I guess, what I could do. But anyhow, I couldn't answer when after we were done. You still talk a little bit afterwards, and I said, well, hi, I couldn't post an answer. Well, it's because you got to do it from a separate device. Well, he didn't tell me that, so I didn't get to answer some people's questions they had. One, do you can carry a concealed gun or weapon whenever you ride? Well, yeah, most of us do. Just for safety's sake, if you look around the world today, yeah, it's a crazy world. But yeah, most of the time I got a gun somewhere. But my biggest advice to tell you is there's a app called Legal Heat. It downloads, it's free. I think it's 99 cents. You pay for it, but it updates your gun laws. And you want to know, make sure that you're not carrying in a state you can't carry in, or a state that might be good but might not be good now. They change constantly. I'm amazed at how much it changed. I just wish they'd do the national gun permit, period. I think there should be background checks, and I think there should be a permit, but it shouldn't be such a pain in the butt. That's for sure. The whole thing of having a permit is so that you not anybody can buy a gun that maybe shouldn't buy a gun. There's a lot of violent people out there that shouldn't have guns. So, but either case, you should be able to go across each state, because it's the United States, not just that state's right to carry. They just want to regulate it. So, but that Legal Heat, at least there's several other ones. That's the one I use. That tells you exactly where you can, where you can't. Pretty much is pretty standard. Some of them, you can't carry the post office.
Intercom failed. Try again later.
You can't carry it to court. Things like that. Schools, things like that. Pretty standard across the board. Pretty much everything else is subject to some states have different rules. Some do, some don't. Under like churches, bars. A great example is Ohio. They honor my permit, but they don't tell you in the state of Ohio if you drink while carrying a weapon, it's a felony. And if you go into a bar and they have a sign that says no guns allowed, you have to leave. And if you don't, it's a misdemeanor. And if you don't leave, they can still get you for the misdemeanor. So if you see a sign in Ohio that says no guns allowed, you need to take it out and get rid of it or put it away, because you can't have it in there. And if they catch you, it's a misdemeanor. So if you sit up at the bar, bill at the bar, and pull up a beer, yep, they catch you doing that, that's a felony. So you don't want that, because then you will not carry a gun. So anyhow, every state's different. Like I said, and Legal Heat is a really good app. That's my best advice, is to stay up on it. You have to, before you go, read up on what states you're going to be in and what you're going to have to carry, or what the rules are for that state, so you don't break them. It's like being on a story there floats on a USAA or whatever, USA, the insurance thing. Guy gets on a plane from Pennsylvania to Florida. He comes back. He's got his gun. He's legally carrying it. It gets diverted to New York. Well, New York don't care. So he goes like he's supposed to, because he backed it up in the TSA like he's supposed to. And he didn't have any problem from Pennsylvania to Florida, but now he's in New York. They say, you have anything to declare? Well, yeah, I had to pick my bag at the thing. It has a gun in through the TSA, but I got diverted here. They said, hang on a second, the cops come and arrest him. It cost him $4,000 to get out of it. I mean, that's crazy. That's not that man's fault. It should have never been an issue. He was already packed. He's never took it out. You know, he was diverted. It wasn't his fault. He didn't intentionally do anything. But that insurance program, they went and helped him out, I guess, and I helped him through it. But still, having to carry gun insurance is maybe these days might be a good thing to do. I keep thinking about I should have it, just for my own safety, and somebody to back you up these days, because fighting the law whenever they think they're right, or you broke a law, or they think you broke a law, is a real nightmare. That stuff you see on TV is not real. You're guilty until proven innocent, and it's just the way it is, it seems. Everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon these days. Everybody wants to be a victim. So you want to cover yourself the best you can, and they tell you straight up, if you do something like shoot somebody, the cops are going to arrest you. They're going to call it murder before they call it self-defense. So you better have some protection on the legal side, because it ain't cheap and it ain't easy, and definitely need some help. So that was a concealed carry question. There it was on that thing, and I thought, well, while I'm riding in this morning, I'll answer that thing. So if you're going to carry and ride, or carry period, I'm going to definitely research the insurance thing again and more, so that I have that and start using that. I just don't like all the advertisements they beat you with. We'll do this, and they give you all kinds of stuff, but definitely might be a safe thing to have. And then, yeah, most of us carry when we ride. So a lot of people I do. Some people don't in the summer so much. And traveling, yeah, it's pretty much almost a must. But the problem with traveling, like I said, is you go to a state that you're not allowed to take it. It's like going to federal properties. I mean, you can't take carry on federal ground. So if you go camping in federal properties and stuff, you shouldn't be carrying. Or if you do, you should be making sure it's in a safe mode, which is in 2 separate lock boxes, ammunition in one and a weapon in another. That's considered unloaded. If you have it in a bag in one and a bag in another, that's not locked and secured, then that's considered loaded. If you put a magazine and a gun on a table and they're side by side, is that gun loaded? Yes, it is, because you can pick that magazine up, throw it in that weapon, and fire that quickly. You actually have to physically get out a key and unlock 2 separate things. That's what they consider unloaded. So something to think about whenever you're traveling with your bike. You put if you're in a state that doesn't allow you to carry, I usually disassemble my weapon in half, so they can't say it's even together. And I put the magazine in one bag, and I put the gun in the other bag. That way, there's no doubt that gun is not loaded and considered loaded, or that I can get to both of them at the same time. And I'll lock both bags. So even if an officer does pull me over, he's going to unlock that bag just to get it. Because I'll tell him, yeah, it's there. I don't care. I'm not breaking any rules. So I'm transporting it across the state legally. As long as they're in both separate boxes, you're okay. Supposedly, is what the law says. But law is under interpretation, too, of officers. When they pull you over, they think you're full of it. They can make your day a bad day. Delay you, all kinds of stuff. So, even if you're right, it's still the problem of the delay, So, anywho, well, that's my morning chat. The sun's coming up. It's going to be another busy day, that's for sure. Not happy about Mondays, that's for sure too. But it is what it is. Gotta work to play. That's for sure. Until I get some free money, I hit the Powerball or something. So. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Check it out. Subscribe. Stay in touch. This is BtheRider, PA, and I'm out. Oh, coming to a stop too.